found something!
Oh, hey. What have we got here? Looks like a notebook. Hard to imagine a notebook like this could survive.
Well, what does it say?
Day 1. I'm lost.
I was told once in dire despair or something. Organize my thoughts by writing a journal. Well, maybe. 2. It'll go great in my memoir when I escape. They'll come for me. Eventually. They have to, right? It was a ship! They keep track of ships, right? Like a blip. If the blip glows, then something, somewhere would notice, right? Then someone smart can triangulate in the movies, someone is always brought in to triangulate, right? Right. Someone's looking into it. Castaway was like 20 years ago. Technology has come a long way. It's frickin' 2025. I'm sure people get rescued all the time. Heck, Harrison Ford just saved a kid in the mountains or something. So I just need to be on the watch because any day now, I'll go home to my dog, my partner, my bed, my games. And this will just be a blip nightmare. It's going to be fine. Right? Well, I suppose I should start with supplies. I noticed some things washed ashore close to me. I got, well, this lovely notebook and pen defying how reality works by still being dry. Let's see. Water purifier, starter kit, fishing pole, pocket knife, still sharp. Thank God for that. Oh, first aid and rope. Honestly, the water purifier was a super fortunate find. I will not last without some way to drink water. Welp, camp. Gotta set one up. First, I don't know anything about this place, so I need to be smart. First thing, I need higher ground, since I don't know the tide, I don't know the terrain, or the weather. This place looks tropical, so it is possible this could be equatorial, like the Philippines, my mother's home island. If so, then being above sea level is important in case of rain. But I don't want to leave the beach in case help does come. I'm going to explore a little bit and I'll be right back. Oh, it is hot. Like hot. So that tells me tropics. So storms are very likely here due to the weather patterns of this area, and if it is like the Philippines, then we could get monsoon-like weather. So I think the best bet is high ground inland, but not too far from the beach. I did find large leaves like elephant leaves, so I think I can cut a bunch and find a lot of long sticks to make a lean-on tree shelter. No real need for rope, but I can use it to kind of stabilize it to the tree a little bit. I don't even have to use the whole rope. And I don't have to cut it either. Just enough to kind of tie it and then be able to remove it the day before. It's a temporary setup shelter. We'll make do, right? We'll make do. Just to get through the night. Okay, I'm gonna go do that. I'll be back when I'm done. Okay, journal, just to kind of give you an idea of exactly what this amazing palace looks like, I just take the sticks, like these long sticks, right? Lean them on a tree, and then tie it to the tree to kind of keep it stable, to keep them stuck together. And then I stuck a bunch of these big leaves on top, kind of like the way you would put shingles on a roof. In the event that rain does come. It's not waterproof by any stretch of the imagination, but it's at least not outside, like totally outside. Okay, I also have piles of grass, which I don't really like. I want my bed. But I have piles of leaves and grass to sleep on. And I can use it as insulation if I need to keep myself warm for any reason. It's really hot, but I don't know how nights are here, so just in case, I brought on an extra pile of leaves to be able to sleep under. Yay. Oh, the comforts of my lean-on-tree palace. Okay. A lot of work, but worth saving up on resources, honestly. I have 50 feet of rope. I can just use it to do it, but I don't know what's coming. I don't know what I need. I need to use the island as much as I possibly can with the very limited knowledge that I have. Yay, Scouts. Or not even that. Yay, just being obsessively reading Google stuff for decades. Oh, I also put the word help on the beach. Like, I dug in the sand the word help, and then I put a bunch of dry twigs in it, just above where I think might be high tide. And at night, I'm going to burn it with my fire starter. And I hope that maybe it'll be a good signal for while I sleep, just in case. I also found a small tributary for water, thank goodness. Now, I'll try to fish. Still no luck. I dug a hole in the beach to stick the fishing rod in, for beach fishing. I did it so I can write in this journal because I am scared. I used to go fishing with my family when I was a kid. We did it all the time. It was fun. I really enjoyed it. Learned a lot. We even went crabbing in certain locations. It was great. I miss all of that. When you fish from the beach, you use a PVC pole to really dig it into the beach, and that will give stability to the fishing line so that if it does catch a fish, you can pull it in without losing the rod. But I just have to keep a close eye on it because I can lose the rod this way. And I am scared. I don't even have bait on the rod, just fishing because fishing is calming. And if there's one thing I definitely need to try to be, it's calm. Because I'm really, really not calm. No luck fishing. That's fine. I have water to survive for now. We'll try foraging tomorrow. I do need to remember something for that, though, so I reduce my chances of toxicity. I am fairly sure that I can find at least dandelion. So I can start with that, and then build from there as needed. Okay, I'm going to light the signal, and then I'm going to rest in that really wonderful lean-on-tree palace that I've created. I'm so proud of myself. Here's hoping rescue won't take that long. Time to see if all that science, if any of that science I studied, will come in handy, or not. Well, if anything, I have fire, water, and options. That's a start. See you tomorrow, Journal. Day 2. It's raining. Rather hard. I am fortunate to already be on higher ground, but this is also a temporary setup. I will need to find another place. A cave or cave-like structure would be nice. Okay. I tied the rope to the tree, and I'll walk out to the left, right, and up the length of the rope to see what I see. Okay, I'll put you under my leaves to keep you a little dry, at least a little drier than usual, Journal. Should I give you a name? Should I call you Wilson? Wilson the Journal. I'll be back. So I found a few cave-like locations. One had lots of tracks nearby. Don't know what kind, but probably good to stay away. One was too small, one had water flow, which means it could flood. I could walk to the beach to see if there's anything there, but if it starts to thunder and lightning, that really won't be good. I saw one that I can most likely use just for today or maybe a couple days since I don't know when the rain will stop. It's off to the right, a bit past the 50-foot rope mark, so I need to leave a trail back to here. I see many tropical thin leaves, like thin, fern-like leaves. I can cut a bunch of those and tie them around trees and branches so I can easily identify them and get back to this camp and they won't easily wash away. Let me get all the gear and do that now. Okay, so the path I made of leaf bows works. Thank God. Back at the center camp, the sticks are already toppled over, but at least they are still here. Oh, I took a rock and I dug a hole about 1 foot deep and about 2 feet wide. I lined it with a big leaf, like one of those elephant leaves, and then I covered it with sticks and put rocks on top to act as a sort of filter for big things. So now I have a nearby water reserve to fill while it rains. That all said, I am wet. My fire starter kit is wet, but it's flint, so it should still work as long as I can find something dry to light. I did pick up some feathers along the way. I'll keep the feathers in the deeper part of the cave and hopefully they'll dry enough to burn, and then I can use them as fire starters. So I should be able to get at least a small fire going later. No big one because of the cave, and I don't want to fill it with smoke. Okay, going to forage for kelp and dandelion. These are super common and easily recognizable. Maybe even burdock if I see it. Oh man, I might have to figure out how to eat cattail. Lasai. Oh well, heading out again. Came back from my rod. Might be good to do some fishing. Oh! Maybe I can use my jacket to get some minnows. Then I can make dillis. Oh man, what I wouldn't give for some soy sauce. Okay, I got kelp, dandelions, and I even snagged a few tiny fish from some random pond I came across. Lucky me! I am pretty hungry, but these all need to dry first. So I washed the dandelion leaves. I'll snack on those for tonight. For now, I do have a small fire going from the feathers and some dry twigs I was able to find. Not a lot of warmth, but the cave may be small enough to raise the temperature a few degrees. I do feel like I'm sitting next to a fire like in the Tomb Raider games. Hopefully I don't go through the same craziness that Laura did. That would be wild. For now, just gotta stay dry. It'll be a rough sleep tonight. See you tomorrow, Wilson the Journal. Day 3. Oh my God, sunlight. Thank God. I'm starting out my day by drying everything on the beach. Then I'll make a kind of fire pit. Maybe if I find a flat and large enough rock, I can heat it to cook like a rotating cast iron. Also, I don't like coconut, but if I find some, that would be great. It looks like my leaf trails are still intact. That's good. I don't have a great sense of direction, so these metaphorical breadcrumbs are really important. So, I got my fire stuff. Fish, kelp, dandelion, fishing pole, water purifier, knife. Heck, I might as well carry everything to the beach, you know? You never know. Fire pit has started. Clothes are laid out on the rocks to dry. Kelp is laid out to dry. Dandelion is drying. Tiny fish is drying. Everything is drying. I want to go home. They've got to be here soon, right? Time to fish. Never thought I'd be nude fishing. Thank God no one's here. I'm gonna dig for worms or something, then fish while things dry. I'm sure my friends and family are putting up a heck of a fuss about me not checking in. That's why check-ins are so important, because they'd know I'm in trouble. Oh, I found a flat-ish rock that I can heat and flip over on this fire pit. So I can roast kelp and fish a bit on it. My clothes are pretty dry, so that's good. And I caught a couple fish. Go me, go me. Took some time though. I'm gonna wrap them in the kelp and roast them so I can at least get a little salty flavor. Looking off from where I'm standing, I don't really see cliff caves nearby, so that's a no-go. I'm gonna set aside the rest of the stuff so I can eat later. Maybe roast some more kelp. And then I'll head back. Night is falling. Made it back to my camp. The first camp. Lucky. But there is a really odd fog coming in somehow. It is making me a bit nervous. Anyway, I reset my sticks and I'm going to grab some more of the big leaves to sleep on and under. And then I'll try to sleep. Cautiously. I'll put all my supplies behind me to protect them. I'll make a fire and just wait. See ya, space cowboy. I slept. I assume I slept. I had my eyes closed at some point, and then when I opened them, it was daytime. And in the daytime, I see footprints. There are footprints around my camp. I am freaking out, mainly because I am not a tracker. But the apparent weird part is I can't tell if they are human or animal. That's weird because human feet are distinct. There is no other creature on Earth that I know of with feet like humans. Primates are close, but even those are pretty freaking distinct. So, I will assume animal. Specifically, a bunch of animals crawled around the camp. I probably didn't notice before because of the rain, but this may be a high-traffic area for animals, so predators may actually be nearby. So I should move. I'll go to the cave and set up the base there instead. I gotta drink some of this water first, and then pack up and go. Okay, new camp. Who dis? Small cave. No tracks as of yet. I'm going to retract toward the beach and then use the rope to go right, left, and up again to scout the area. Or rather, re-scout the area. Oh, I should bury to hide my stuff, just in case. I found berries. These happen to look very much like blackberries, and there are many, many, many blackberry types of berries. and all just about edible. Yay! Eating time. Okay, small but sufficient. I'm going to go down to the beach and set up another help signal with twigs and fire, the whole shebang. And then I think I'll do some stretches as a mild workout. It's good to work out. I hate push-ups. I don't like squats, but I did them. I did them. Oh, God. I'm ready. I'm ready for my bed. I'm ready to be home. I'm ready to eat real food. I'm ready to stop dealing with these footprints. Well, at least I was able to wear myself down. Hopefully I can sleep better than I did last night. We'll see. Please, someone rescue me. Easy come, easy go. Oh my God. I'm so worn out, but I gotta wake up. I gotta get up. Okay. Journal, Wilson, Space Cowboy. It was a rough sleep. But I'm still alive. Go team. I'm gonna go freshen up and drink some water and snack. That seems like a good idea this morning. I am pretty beat. It's hot. And even the shade is stuffy. When I get back to civilization, I will absolutely ask for a full medical checkup. I'm sure I could use an antibiotic or something. Anyway, looking around the cave at the moment, there are no observable tracks here. Good. Maybe I can walk the beach a little and see if there's anything or any signs. Or maybe just start a large bonfire, just in case. Not much to find. Well, my dear journal, I'm going to use you for a hat and stick my feet in this lovely, lovely, cool beach water. And just sit. And then maybe forage some more. I'm in a cold place. I'm in a cold place. I'm in a cold place. I found cloth. Strips of cloth tied to trees. It has to be human, or was human at some point. Someone was on this island and may have had supplies. Maybe a radio. Oh my God. I'm going to follow it. But I am bringing everything just in case. Because I am paranoid and scared and all those things are my comfy things now. Maybe there's shelter. Maybe a bed. But just in case, I will still leave my own leaf trail behind. Just in case. I need to come back. Hopefully not in a hurry. and it frickin' hurts! Oh, an incredible bruise, cuts. Ah! Nothing broken, thank God. And thank God I found the first aid kit. I'm going to clean up my scrapes with some alcohol wipes, some antiseptic, something that is in the first aid, and then rest. Ow. Oh, I don't know how much farther it is to whatever it is I am following. But it's certainly too far to just turn back now. I'll eat a snack and create a camp here, and I have no energy to even set up a tent. I'm just going to have to gamble. I'll make myself some elephant bed leaves and stuff like that, something to keep me at least out of sunlight. Please let this be worth it. Life is but a dream. I finally made it. Injury and all. I finally made it to whatever this is. Scary, nerve-wracking, painful, but I am here at a camp. A human camp, right? This is a human camp. It's small. It looks abandoned, but somehow the fire pit is still faintly warm. Someone was here. Someone was here. Someone must have been here. This is a human camp. Am I not alone? And even more concerning, am I in danger somehow? There's those bits of cloth everywhere, like the ones I followed up here. There's torn bits of cloth on that low branch over there. And odd carvings scratched into the surrounding trees. That's not scary. That's not creepy at all, is it? Okay. So, I made it to a small camp that seemed to be abandoned but is still warm, meaning someone is still around. Is it recent? Maybe I'm imagining something. Maybe it seems warm because I'm so hot. Maybe I'm just really, really hot, right? And so everything feels warmer than it should be. Maybe I'm having a hot flash on an island in the tropics. But if it is human and someone was here, were they just here moments ago? Are they surrounding? Are they here? Are they watching me? Am I in danger? Should I try to find them? Maybe communicate with them somehow? Do they know I'm here? And if so, why haven't they tried to find me? See if I need help. Maybe see if we can both get off this island. Or maybe I should take this as a warning. Maybe I should take this as someone being a hunter. Am I the prey? Despite my nerves, no one is currently here. I should explore. I should see what I should salvage and take with me and maybe survive a little longer for the rescue crew to come get me. Maybe there's a boat nearby. Well, I doubt it because we're so far inland. How would they get a boat? Maybe a river? There's options that I've never really considered before. Maybe if they've been here longer than maybe they know a way off the island that I don't. But if that's the case, why haven't they taken it yet? I'm overthinking this. I am so overthinking this. I am so paranoid, I'll believe just about anything. I should quickly explore this area for anything that I can use, and then head back to my own camp where I am in control. I don't think this is a safe camp. Something feels off. So, dear journal, I I will leave you and I'll report tomorrow. If you don't hear from me, I'm not going to think that way. I'll write tomorrow. Journal. My dearest, dearest journal. Have I got some news for you, from the amazing to the worrisome to the what the heck is going on. I explored the camp yesterday, the scary one that I really didn't want to stay at, but honestly, I wish I kind of could have stayed at it, except for it was scary, and I really didn't want to because it was scary, but it seemed really ideal, but it was still scary. Yes, that camp. I found food. I found cans of food. No more snacking on my kelp-wrapped fish that was honestly mildly tasty because I do like seaweed. Anyway, I was so ecstatic. I took all of it. I did not care. I do not care. If that person, thing, humanoid character needed more food, clearly they are well equipped to find food for themselves. I, however, am not so well equipped, so I go ahead and took it. This might have some negative repercussions for me, but I want to go home. I need someone to rescue me. I need to survive. I'm not sure why they haven't rescued me yet. I don't know what's going on, but I do know that I need food. And fishing for myself sometimes is a lot, and foraging is a lot, and memorizing and remembering all the little details about how not to die from foraging is a lot. It's a lot. So I took the food. I took the food. I was so stoked. I made it all the way back to my camp, all the way back to my cave, without even realizing that I was still banged and bruised. I was happy. For 2 seconds, I made it back to the cave and found out that someone, or something apparently, dug the heck out of it trying to get stuff. They did take my berries, they took my kelp stash, and even weirder, they made it to the other camp and actually stopped. Like stopped up, like dammed up that small tributary of fresh water from flowing. Something got to my cave and something got to my camp. I need to get out of this spot. I need to get off this apparent island thing. I don't care. The beach. I need to get off wherever I am and go home. I need to find a new place to hide. Yes, actually hide. I need to hide on this apparently no longer deserted island-like place. I'm going to pack up my things and hide. Where is my rescue? There's a lot happening right now. There are a lot of thoughts I'm having. Let me start from the apparent top. I was packing up, trying to figure out where I was going to look for a new cave or a new campsite or anything. Maybe even go back to the campsite I had found and hope that it was still abandoned. I felt an earthquake. Or what seemed like an earthquake. I don't even know anymore. I could be on Isla Nublar, and that was the footsteps of a giant T-Rex from Jurassic Park. I hate this place. I want to go home. I'm scared. I can barely think. I didn't feel aftershocks, so I decided to just stay put and try to regroup myself, try to get some semblance of myself back on track to survive a little longer. The idea of actually leaving the island with a rescue team is all I want, but it's getting harder to believe that they're coming anytime soon. I don't know why, I don't know how. I don't know. The thought of leaving the island on some sort of raft does sound good, but it is impossible. Unless I find a boat somewhere on this island or something equivalent to a raft, It is impossible. I cannot build one with the tools that I've got. On top of that, too, it's one of the most dangerous things I think we can do. Where am I going to go? I don't know where north is, and even if I did, it doesn't matter because I don't know how the currents run in this area. There could be all sorts of barometric shenanigans happening on that ocean, and I will be lost and dehydrated and foodless, and I will not be able to survive another day if I left this island. That's how frustrating this whole thing is. I cannot leave. I will be in more danger. There is no amount of movies that can convince me otherwise because it's just not there. All of that science, all that physics, all that geometry, all that biology, just basic environmental understandings knows that if I leave this island on a boat or a raft that I cannot build, I will die for sure. Okay, Journal, I'm sorry. I do seem to be pressing my pen into the paper really hard. I'm sorry. Wilson, the Journal. Honestly, the earthquake is the most normal thing that I can think of, because let me tell you what happened next. At some point in my unusual day, I just saw a herd of animals run past as if spooked. Like all the animals. Not like a herd of deer, or a herd of goat, or a herd of newts, or a herd of geese, or a herd of anything specific. Not one particular species was running, like one solitary predator chasing, deer or something like that. No, it was a herd of animals, plural, multi-species. Do you know what does that? Fires. Fires do that. So something has made all the animals run in a direction, like a herd of gallimimuses. Stay and deal with the apparent earthquake shocks, or run with the herd. Because all the animals are running. That would mean something has spooked all the animals. A bunch of them, multi-species, has spooked them, like destruction of forest. It's not even a matter of whether something worse is chasing after them or not. Something has spooked multiple species of animals that don't have the same predator. I have to leave. Something is coming, whether it's a fire, Tyrannosaurus Rex, because I'm not convinced that this is not Jurassic Park. I need to run. As smartly as I can, but I need to run. Let me pack up everything I can, snack as quickly as I can because I need the energy, and run. Journal. Oh God, Journal. I don't know what else to do. Dear Journal, there's really nothing I got left. No clues. No hints. Just a series of questions. Was chasing after the herd a good idea? I'm sitting here on the beach next to the fire, just trying to figure out what could possibly be next. There's no prompt. I could just wander and hope I find something. Maybe there is a boat. Maybe I can even magically make myself fly with no real grounded guidance. I have no idea, and the world's my oyster in my imagination. I can come up with all sorts of ways to escape this island that are unrealistic in every way. So I'm going to write in my last journal, just in case something happens, because heaven knows at this point what could possibly come next. I'm hoping it's a rescue team, because that would be the most logical thing in 2025. I'm not a hermit. I have friends. I have family. There should be no reason why someone hasn't tried to figure out where the heck I am. This isn't Lost from 2008. So I'm going to sit here on the beach, I'm going to walk the beach every day to find a cave, sustenance, food, fish. I still have the cans, I still have my pole, I still have the water purifier, my flint knife for fires, my pocket knife for protection and gathering. And I'm just going to wander the beach, looking for a cave, anything, something that gives me a new sense of a place to stay while I wait for a miracle to show up. So, journal. Here's my imaginary way I'd get off the island. In Castaway, he finds coconuts or something, right? Makes rope, binds a whole bunch of logs together. He finds a stone that is fortuitously enough the kind that you can actually, make arrows from. I don't know if they're on this island. Maybe they are. So he's got a big raft. Somehow I find some cloth, maybe from that abandoned, scary camp I was at. I find myself a sail. Maybe I learn to make a fire pit so that when I make this massive raft, I can still have someplace to cook fish that I can clearly catch on the ocean. Because so many fish swim to the surface. Maybe I find a nice hollowed out rock and I fill it with water and I'm able to drink that to sustain me for a day. Oh, right, this is my imagination. It's a self-filling water rock, and so I will always have water no matter what. And I push myself off the island, and the wind takes me out to the middle of the sea, and nothing goes wrong. It's perfectly calm. No storms hit me whatsoever. No sharks are looking at my raft like I'm some sort of prey. No orcas think I'm something weird either. I don't know where I am. It's totally possible. Everything's perfect and peaceful, and while I'm sitting at night with my fire pit on my raft, feeling the night sky glisten with amazing stars of the Milky Way, a light off in the distance, a carrier. It sees something weird on the very clear water and comes to approach. They drop a ladder, and I'm brought on, and my story becomes a bestseller book. I make lots of money, and I go home. I go home. And I don't have to live this nightmare anymore. I'm going to sleep, journal. I'll write again soon.
I'm sure.
See you, Space Cowboy. Oh, hi! If only they'd lasted a little longer. The storm really messed this up.
It did. It sure did. We were too late. The tsunami took them over. We were too late.